Today, what we're going to be filming is Fit After 40, or Fit and Fabulous, if you'd like to add that in. Some different movements, exercises, strengthening moves to get you feeling stronger, fitter, healthier, no matter what age you are. Now, I am not quite 40, almost there. These exercises are for people at any age, and they're going to help you out wherever you are. So our strength, our balance, coordination are all super important at any age. So these exercises are for you wherever you are. This is from the beautiful Okanagan, British Columbia, Canada. The first exercise that we're going to be going through is here on a park bench, and this is going to be our sit to stand exercise. So what you're going to do, now you can do this from a couch, bed, chair, rock, whatever it is. We're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to start in good alignment, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all in a straight line. Then what I'm going to do is coming down, so my hips come behind me. Then what I'm going to do is squeezing my heels together, contracting my glutes and my core nice and strong here. You can have your hands out in front of you, pushing from your backside. We're going to stand up. So we're going to sit down, nice, slow, and controlled, and stand back up. Now, why is this important? Why am I doing this from a park bench? Now, what we're doing with this exercise, I'll keep going as we're talking about it, is I'm strengthening my lower body. I'm working on my posture and core in this movement so I can train my muscles to do this in every day. Obviously, this is a very functional exercise, the sit to stand movement. But what you're also doing, you're strengthening up your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your core in doing this. And like we said, super important. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes as we age, you might feel a little stiff, a little sore, like maybe you're not as strong as you used to be. So if you're feeling any of those things, maybe you have some nagging pain, whatever it is, try out these moves. We don't have to do these things as we get older. You can stay fit and fabulous at any age. So try out these moves. That was our first one, our sit to stand again. So you don't need to go to the gym. Try out this move right now, wherever you are, and let me know if you've done it. So again, feet are shoulder width apart, core is nice and strong as I do this, then bending at my knees, hinging at my hips, coming down. So as I do this, my knees and ankles are in a straight line. Again, I'm squeezing my glutes and my core, and I'm coming back up. So give this one a go. Start off with 5 repetitions, so standing up 5 different times, and you can work your way to 10. Now we're going to be doing strengthening exercises, ideally about 3 times a week. Now you want to have a little bit of rest period in between so that your muscles can recover. We're going to move on. We only needed the bench for the first one. The rest of the exercise is totally body weight. So give these a go. We're going to come down. Okay, so our next exercise that we're going to be doing is working even more so on our posture and our core. So as time goes on, especially if you do a lot of continual things like say you commute every day to work, you have an office job, our posture may begin to deteriorate a little bit, and this can begin to cause us some pain, especially as it accumulates over a lifetime as we get into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. So what we're going to do is work on our posture and our core muscles to keep us nice and strong and injury-free. So what we're going to do, starting again, feet shoulder width apart, little bend to the knees, I'm engaging my core, belly button to spine. I can have my hands down by my side. I'm going to come from one side, so stretching out the side body, working on strengthening, back up, and to the other side. Now, as I do this, again, I'm in good posture. I have my shoulder blades together in the back. My chest is nice and open, and again, I'm strengthening that core. So we can go from one side, back up. As we go from the other, you don't want any pain or pinching on that side. Gentle stretch in a place where you feel that you're still in control with your core, and then your core is going to bring you back up and then going to the other side. So again, you can do about 10 repetitions on each side, moving nice, slow and controlled, gentle pause at the end positions there. And again, we're really working on our core and working on our posture muscles. Okay? So that's the second exercise. Okay, awesome. So we can do that exercise from seated as well. So you can be sitting in your chair. Here's my imaginary chair here. And you can do this exercise. Again, rolling our shoulders back. Nice, strong core going side to side with that. So that's our second exercise. Again, if you're tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. If you have any questions for us, swing by exercisesforinjuries.com. We have hundreds, thousands, blog articles, exercise videos, nutrition, lifestyle tips, all of that. So swing by exercisesforinjuries.com after this video for more resources there, and that link's going to be below in the comments. Our third exercise that we're going to be doing is a hip hinge. So if you have any back or hip pain or a weak core, this exercise is for you. We're going to be working on strengthening up those core muscles and the hips and working on our balance so that we don't hurt ourselves in the future. Now again, for this, and like with most of the exercises, we're going to start with those feet shoulder width apart. So shoulders, hips, legs in alignment. Then what I'm going to do, little gentle bend to those knees. I'm bringing my belly button to my spine. My core is nice and strong. I'm going to continue to breathe. Then what I'm going to do, we can bring our hands to our ears for more of a challenge and to make sure that our form and our core stays nice and strong. Then I'm going to send those hips back, little bend to the knees, to a place where I feel a gentle stretch in my hamstrings. Again, my core is nice and strong. I'm not letting go of my back like this. And then pushing through my heels and my backside, I'm going to bring my hips back up. It's a really functional movement. Whatever you're doing, if you have to bend down to get groceries or you drop something, whatever it is, even if I bend down for my phone, ideally, I don't want to arch my back around my shoulders. I would want to stay in this movement with a strong core, slightly bent legs, and hinging like that. So with this exercise, we're training our compound and our everyday movement so that we don't get hurt in the future. So we're building muscle now to protect ourselves in the future. So yeah, if you've ever put out your back, bending down, lifting something, if you've ever felt it go, had some shooting back pain as you bent down, these are some ways that we can help with that. A lot of us have the tendency, especially if you're in a rush, just to round your back, grab something, rounded shoulders, a rock, whatever it is. But next time you do that, I want you to practice this movement with me. So even if you're doing this from a chair, you can still do this with a nice strong core, and that's going to protect our back as well. So again, belly button to the spine, core is strong, almost as if you're going to sneeze. So you know how your core contracts right before you sneeze, like achoo? That's what you want to have as we're doing this exercise. So our knees are a little bit bent. Again, we're taking the power from our strong hip and glute muscles. And then we're coming down to grab something. Now you can add more of a bend to your knees if you need to get lower, but we want to keep that back in good alignment. Okay, so that's our 2-leg hip hinge. Now, if you want to progress that a little bit, what we're going to do is move on to our single leg hip hinge. So I'm going to come to a little bit of a flatter surface. Now for our single leg hip hinge, what you're going to do is you can start off by balancing on one leg. Now, this might be a lot for some people just in this balance stance, but that means it's something that we really want to work on. So balancing on one leg, you can even tap this toe to the ground. We're going to make whatever modifications you need to help this work for you. Again, you can have your hands out by your ears. I'm going to bend this leg that I'm not standing on. Then again, bending this knee, hinging from the hip. I'm going to come forward and back up. Show from the side. So again, balancing on my left leg here, bending my right, nice strong core, hinging at my hip, coming down and up. Now you're really going to feel this standing leg strengthening up and your balance is going to be challenged. Doing this barefoot can really help our balance, and we're going to build the stabilizing muscles in our legs as we do this. So if you can do these exercises barefoot, I'd highly recommend that, especially if you're doing this at home. It was going to be a little cold on my toesies doing this on the bare rock today, so I didn't do it. But if you can do these balance exercises barefoot, that's going to bring you even more benefit. So again, that standing single leg hip hinge, standing on one leg, bring the other leg bent, then we're going to hinge from that hip, squeezing this glute, pushing through the heel, coming back up. So that's the single leg. Again, the double leg like this, coming forward and back up. This can also be called the drinking bird. So sending your hips back, core nice and strong, and coming back up. Okay? So that is 1, 2. That was our third exercise there. So again, give those moves a go. If you're watching this right now, try those out. Let us know if you have any questions as you go through those or if you need any modification. So again, give these out a go. If you have any issues with balance as you do these, you can do them either in a door frame or by a wall for some more support as you do them. One that we're going to be doing is a bridge from the ground. Now, as we do this, we're working on not only our core and having our spine in good alignment. So if you know that you have forward head posture, rounded shoulders, a weak core, you have some back pain, this exercise is going to be perfect for you as we're going to look to strengthen our core and work on our posture. Okay, so I'm going to come down to the ground. And again, shoulder width apart. Coming down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm lying here, hands are to the side. I bring my belly button to my spine. My core is nice and strong. Feet are hip width. I'm going to push through my heels and bringing my hips up so my knees, hips, and shoulders are in alignment. Now, if you want to bring your shoulders a little bit under your back, that's great too. Work on stretching out the chest here. So again, my body is in great alignment. My core is nice and strong, and I'm working on the alignment of my spine as well. Coming back down. So that would be our fourth exercise there. So give that bridge a go if you want to work on strengthening up your body and working on your alignment. If you're enjoying it, if you know someone who needs it, someone who's over 40 or under 40, I do these exercises. If they have any pain, if they're starting to feel some nagging pain leading on, they notice they're not as strong as they used to be, share this video with them. Go down to the right-hand side of this video, share this video with your friends, help them out, as well as you can give us a nice thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching. Again, share this video with your family and friends if you think they can benefit from this. Okay, so our next one, we've worked a lot on our lower body. We're gonna work on building those strong arms. So this one's gonna work again on our shoulders, our chest, and our core, as well as our balance. And I'm gonna inch myself forward like an inchworm. All these animals today. Inch myself forward till I feel a little bit challenged, but still in control. Again, my core is really feeling this right now. So we don't want to go to a place where you feel any pain, but my body's still in good alignment. So if I go any farther, I'm probably going to come out of alignment, maybe be in a bit of pain. So I'm not going to go there. And then I'm going to walk myself slowly back up. Now, as I do this, I don't want my hips to be swiveling back and forth. I want my core to really be holding my body strong. So again, coming down, you're going to walk yourself out. Now, if you can only get two hands out like this, and then you feel like you're challenged, that's fine. You just walk yourself back up. So, like we've kind of talked about before with activating our core, it's like belly button to the spine, like you're gonna take a little hit to the core, or you're about to sneeze. So core is nice and strong. You almost wanna be holding your body nice and firm. And then as you walk out, if I let my core go, as you do it again, my hips aren't nice and high, nor are they nice and low. Our body's in good alignment, so shoulders, hips, knees. So my core is nice and strong. I'm squeezing my glutes here in the back as I come down for this and walking back up. We're squeezing our glutes at the back. I'm squeezing my core here literally as hard as I can. And then I'm walking myself out and back in. So again, we don't want our hips to be dipping up or down. That means our core is not activated and we're kind of at risk for injuring our back there. So if you can't do this, if you have pain when you come to your knees, a different modification, we can do this actually as well from standing. So you're standing inchworm now. So our feet are shoulder width apart again. You can take a bend to your knees coming down. Then you can walk yourself out to a plank and back. These rocks feel really nice on my hands. And back like that. So again, if you have pain when you're doing that from the ground with your knees on the ground, you can bring a pillow underneath your knees so that there's some cushion and support under there. If not, you can do that exercise from your feet. So I'll show you one more time from your feet. We're standing here. You can take a little bend to your knees. Again, we're doing that hip hinging movement. And then we're coming down. You can walk your hands out to a plank, or if you can't make it to a plank, that's totally okay. Again, core's nice and strong. Squeezing my glutes and then walk back up. When I say squeezing our glutes, we're squeezing our buttocks together, almost like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in there. That's what we want. Having strong glutes and strong hips, again, is really important. We're going to help saving our back a little bit as well. And just important to strengthen those huge muscle groups, especially as we age. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and doing this video with us. I have a bit of fun doing these. If you haven't noticed, it's a great time. So thank you so much for tuning in.